everyone, welcome to The Sweetest. Today I will be talking about 10 things I wish I knew when I first got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Honestly, things we probably all wish we knew when we first got diagnosed. Lows are scary, but you learn to handle them really quickly. Honestly, in my experience, no one told me how scary and intense your first low could be. You know, the symptoms, the shaking, the panic, all of it. It was so overwhelming as someone who was freshly diagnosed, but with support and over time and with educating myself with all these resources online and the resources at your local hospital, local clinic, even channels like mine, you can really get used to lows and it'll get so much better. Number 2, diabetes tech is absolutely amazing, but it's not perfect. I mean, the advancements in medical technology nowadays with every kind of disease is absolutely mind-blowing to see and to experience firsthand. But some days your sensor might not work. Some days your pump might be faulty. Some days your alarms might be too quiet. And that is absolutely not your fault. These things are completely normal. They will happen time to time. You might get lows, you might get highs from this, but just know that it's not your fault. You just always have to have a backup plan or two. Number 3, high blood sugars affect you a lot more than you think. It is not just about having a lot of sugar in your bloodstream. It is about feeling tired, moody, even angry, frustrated. It's a lot of things, and this can also happen with a low, but lows are definitely commonly talked about, but I don't hear a lot of people talking about what comes with a high blood sugar. You can get moody, you can get very irritated very easily, and you will think that it is your fault, but know that it's not. As soon as you correct your high blood sugar, you will definitely see the difference. Number 4, type 1 diabetes is not just a physical disease, but a very, very mental one. You're not only just working your body physically, and it is not only physical effects, but you are always working manually, subconsciously to calculate your doses. And even with the new tech like the Omnipod 5, which I'm using currently, there are some days where you still have to use your body and your own mind, your own insight. And that's just one of the times that you have to use it. It is all the time that you're feeling some kind of way and you have to assess your blood sugar. You have to make sure that your blood sugar isn't the cause of reason or cause of worry in the situation. And that is just mentally draining. And I just want to say that more people need to talk about how mentally draining it is, how to deal with it. It is a-okay to be burnt out with this disease. I know I was, especially during the times when I would have difficulties with my new sensors, or if I'm starting a new kind of Omnipod, I would definitely face these burnouts. And I just want to say that it's completely okay, and that honestly I feel like if you don't experience one at all, you're not really in the midst of your type 1 diabetes journey yet, because one will come for sure. Number 5, you will never have perfect numbers, and that's okay. We have a life, we have events that we go to, and once you're deep in your diabetic journey, you stop being super precise. I remember the first couple months, I was very precise with calculating. I would do it to a T, to the second decimal place. But now I just kind of sort of do like a gut feeling calculation most of the time. I'll obviously use like carb and cal apps to help out with food like at restaurants. But if I'm cooking at home, I just do it but from the heart. And that has worked out most of the time. But even if you calculate to a T, you never know how a carb will affect your body, especially if you've never eaten this food yet. Like, let's say I could eat a loaf of bread that's 50 grams of carbs in it. I would take 5 units. That's how I measure my blood sugar. 10 grams of carbs per unit. I would take 5 units, but my blood sugar would still go high. for, let's say, like 30 minutes, and then it'll go down. That is fine. You will never have perfect numbers. And with events that some of us celebrate that involve a lot of food, we do not want to miss out or keep ourselves on a keto diet 24/7, which is totally why that's why the insulin is there. So you can take it so you can live a normal life. So do not stress about perfect numbers and 100% in range. Okay, number 6, carrying supplies everywhere with you becomes second nature. At first, I used to get really annoyed. Like, why do I have to carry a whole bag that's heavy full of like stuff? Like, I can't do this. And now I'm just like, okay, pod, PDM, extra sensor, working sensor, water resistant thing, extra insulin pen case, a needle. It's just all second nature. Skittles, it's all already in my bag. And I have full trust in myself now that I can pack a bag as a suitcase. For example, if I'm traveling, I have to pack a lot more than if I'm just going to the grocery store. I would just subconsciously pack everything I need because I've gotten so used to this disease. Number 7, you will be a lot more independent than you expect. Obviously, type 1 diabetics happens in children or people in the younger age of life. And you will have support from people around you, like doctors, nurses, parents, siblings. You will have support. But once you grow older, you're going to feel like you are the only person who knows exactly how to take care of yourself. And maybe not the only person, but you're definitely the best person that you can trust in to take care of yourself in this disease, especially after you educate yourself more and more on it, on how your own body works. You will definitely be an expert in no time. Number 8, exercise is unpredictable, but you will learn your body eventually. Everyone used to tell me to exercise to cure my diabetes, especially my grandparents or the older side of my family who doesn't actually know how diabetes works. They would tell me to eat ginger or eat specific foods and go to the gym and it'll go away. Honestly, I see why they would say that, because going to the gym or just exercising, doing any form of exercise, moving your body is extremely helpful, especially right after a meal. It is very helpful to take just a 15-minute walk and let your body, first of all, digest and let your blood sugar stabilize. It gives that little push to your blood sugar that it needs. So you might have taken insulin already. It might have been traveling to the cell, but with walking, that insulin will travel to the cell like a lot faster. You will see your blood sugar drop better, it'll stabilize better, but that is not always the case. And you will have to learn that over time with your own body, because when I first got diagnosed, I would go to the gym or just go on a walk. Sometimes my blood sugar would go high at first, and then it might go low, but not as low as other people. And nowadays, if I do even the lightest of exercises, it will dip. So over time, you will get to know your body and you will get to understand yourself and how your blood sugar works specifically. Number 9, puberty and hormones will not make this easier. Trust me, you will have a very stubborn blood sugar day, and maybe your first stubborn blood sugar day. And it'll be high, it'll be low, it'll be higher, it'll be lower, and you will constantly keep correcting or eating. And you might be doing everything right. You might be taking the right doses. You might be adjusting your basal. You might be doing everything in your power to help yourself. But it is your hormones. It will balance out naturally. And yes, it does get easier. Number 10, you are not alone, even if it feels like it. There's so many teens who are living through this, constantly listening to alarms, being high, being low, being worried, being excited. It is totally normal. There's so many people with this disease, a lot more than you think. And there are new advancements happening every single day for us. You can still live your life. You can still chase your dream, and you can still be that person that you want to be. Disease is not something that should stop you or will stop you. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching The Sweetest. If you like type 1 diabetes content, make sure to subscribe, comment, and like my channel. And tell me, which one of these did you relate to the most or think you're going to relate to in the future? Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.